Good morning, brothers and sisters. Let me start by apologizing. I know I said I would shoot this video from Kansas City, and then Kansas City got very busy, and there just wasn't enough time. And then I came home, and real work got busy. And so today is the first day that I've had the chance to sit down. I have all my notes from the state president's meeting / board of trustees meeting, and I'm going to give you some of the info on that, and then I'm going to type up a full report that we'll send out to the membership, just because obviously this YouTube video can be seen by anybody, and some of the stuff that we discussed shouldn't go out to the public. It should just go to our membership. So who knows who's watching these videos, so I want to make sure that I just keep it to the stuff that is obviously okay for anybody to know about. So let's get started. So Police Week, if you haven't heard already, Police Week's been moved to October. It's going to be October 16th of this year, and I just want to make sure you know there'll be 491 officers that they recognize, and obviously that's numbers from last year and this year that we're just going to keep to the tradition. We're going to read every name. It's mandatory in my opinion, and in President Yo's opinion. So that's what's going to happen. The one thing I will say about October Police Week, we still aren't 100% sure where we're going to be with this COVID thing. So I would stress, if you've already planning to go, then go ahead and go. But they're trying to, control the crowd size as best as possible. So I would be a little leery about planning a trip for this year. I may push that to next year. I know that's what I'm going to do. I want to make sure that 491 is a huge number, and I want to make sure that as many families of those 491 can actually be there. So choice you got to make, but that's my thoughts on it. Next, since January of 2020, FOP has grabbed an additional 10,776 members, bringing our current total to 356,314. So we're clearly the largest organization out there. We've got the best stuff in the game, and people are flocking to us. And mad props to President Yo's, Vice President Gamaldi, Brother Rob Pride. Out there on TV, in the media, on social media, they're just blowing it up, and I think that's what's drawing a lot of interest. I know when people talk to me, I hear a lot of it, people asking about Joe Gamaldi and where did this guy come from, and it's been fantastic. And if you haven't seen the things that they're doing, download the national app. I know I've said it 1,000 times. I'm not sure what the issue is. If you download the app, the beauty is that they verify your membership first, so they can put anything through the app because they know it's all through members. Whereas when we try and put stuff out on Facebook or Twitter or anything like that, we got to make sure it's available for the public to see, right? So there are things, like I already talked about at the beginning of this video, that we don't want the public to know about, but we want our membership to know about. The only way we're going to get that info to you is through emails and through apps, okay? Because the app is secure. I'm actually going to talk about this with the state board at our next meeting, because we can get our own state app. I think we actually already have it in a weird way, but what we can do with that is I can verify membership, and then I could do this video and tell you everything that's going on, and it will automatically hit your phone, and you have the update right then and there. So please download that app if you haven't done so already, and then I'll get back to you after the state board meeting in June on what direction we're going to head in, because it makes sense on the security side. We've already had to change how we do this YouTube thing because of the public aspect. So I'd really like to be able to have those complete conversations with you guys. All right, let me flip pages here a couple times. There's a lot of notes. Brother Egan, you owe me. You owe me. Moving on. So Brother Rob Pride, as you know, our chairman of trustees on the national level, he officially announced that he would like to retain that position and that he is campaigning for re-election. So that took place at the trustee meeting. Also at the trustees meeting, there was a vote that passed, and it created support personnel affiliate lodges. So dispatchers, record clerks, crime scene personnel, anyone that's directly associated with the police department can now be an FOP member. Time out, pause, don't go run and tell everybody to join FOP, because we actually aren't ready for it yet. The national level, in the way the bylaw was written, each state lodge has the ability to determine whether they're going to allow these affiliate lodges or not. And so I won't know until June. It's something we're going to have to talk about at the state board meeting uh, and decide whether that's something we want to offer up to the state. So, but it did pass. It is in the national bylaws. So we'll be talking about it in June at the state board meeting. Also, on the membership side of the house, just so you're aware of what's going on, National FOP is currently in talks with officers in Puerto Rico. And there's a lot of interest in those officers wanting to join FOP. They're still looking at some of the logistics of that before that gets actually put into the works, but it is being discussed. And then lastly from the meeting, like I said, I'll write this all up. You'll get all of the information, but the last thing I want to talk about here, National Conference in 2025 is scheduled to be in Miami. That's going to be August 9th to August 14th of 2025. But I do have to tell you that Miami is not 100% secured yet. There's still some issues and some bugs that are being worked out. Everyone believes it's going to happen in Miami, but there's still, the committee had to recommend not to allow Miami to be the place yet. But they are working with Miami, and they're working with Florida State FOP to make sure that that conference does take place in Miami. So I believe it'll be there, but just so you're aware, there's a couple of hiccups there that they're still working out the kinks on. Okay, I'm about to jump on to another awesome FOP Zoom meeting, so I'll let you guys go. Brother Egan, I hope you're doing good. I'm just kidding. You don't owe me anything. I was happy to sit in your place and make sure we get the business done for national and for the state. So I will see you guys next month, and we'll go from there. So stay FOP strong, and we'll see you then. Thank you.